Thanks for joining. This is Movado, and I'm here with episode 13 of my Empyrion Reforged Galaxy version 1.5 playthrough. At the end of the last playthrough, I was just returning to base after going to Legacy, and on this next stream, I was going to get some resources set up, get some auto miners going, do some planetary deposit mining, etc. So I did grab the pack mule. I got it loaded up here with a couple of ships. Number one, I brought a SV miner. And then two on the bottom, I brought my wood shaver as well. So if I want to do any tree trimming while I'm there, I've got that with me. But for now, I'm going to head back up into the ship, head in the cockpit, and we're going to go find some resources. I do have 10 auto miner cores, the ones that I looted from the previous recordings. Those are in the container along with fuel cells. Now, in terms of what resources I'm going to prioritize, really it comes down to, I think I got a constructor in here. It really comes down to the ammo you're going to build. So, on a CV, to start off with, you're going to need these rockets and these plasma cells, which is going to be erestrum, carbon substrate, pentaxid, promethium, magnesium. Once you start getting into the upgraded turrets for Reforged, you're going to start needing, which one is it? I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. This also uses erestrum and pentaxid. This is going to use, so this is the heavy rocket. So this is going to use aluminum powder, along with a little titanium, obviously promethium again. High explosive artillery shells, some sathium go into those. Promethium again, magnesium again. On the non-upgraded, we looked at those already. Let's see here. On the flak shells, magnesium, nitrocellulose. So really, if we look at the planets, we do want, and let's turn on the info panel so you can see, and I'll look at the planets. But we do want, oh, that's on the sector. So the reason I was looking at this alien planet, there's two in this system that I want to take a closer look at. The alien planet's one of them because it's got magnesium, it's got erestrum, pentaxid, and promethium. All four of those are key ammo ingredients or resources. The other planet in this sector or system I want to look at is this one, this barren metal. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, yeah. So the reason why I want to head there is I just want to grab some more gold off the deposits. But to start off with, I'm going to head over to this planet. And auto miners, in my opinion, are the best way to get resources end game. Just because it's oh, I thought I saw a little drone floating around here. Just because it's always working when you're not there. And then just like other things, you can sleep to advance them. So just like the food that I did earlier, sleeping advances auto miners, so you can collect resources pretty quick in single player. In multiplayer systems, the server runs 24/7 when somebody's on it, so your auto miners are always collecting resources when the server's running. So you kind of get that benefit when you're offline there as well. But for now, I'm going to head in. One of the things I like to do is I like to look for convenient paths. So obviously, the bigger the resource deposit, the more yield you get per hour. But convenience matters too, and my time matters. So when I look at these resources, especially coming into this alien planet is a large planet. That's a pretty big planet to go around. I love to target the medium-sized planets like this one. Their size seems to be a good sweet spot that you can get around them pretty quickly, and all the resources aren't too far apart from each other. Okay. Yeah, see, I've been on this planet before, and I noticed this huge trail through here. So what I'm going to do, first of all, let me see what's all around here. That's a large. Just gonna stop for a second. Yeah, see there's a couple larger restrooms over there. There's a medium iron, which iron I probably need a little bit more of. There's a magnesium. Trying to think, I got pentaxid. I got a restroom. I found one magnesium over here. And I got a promethium up there. Alright, I'm going to check out some of these other deposits since I found so many over here. Yeah, see there's 12 promethium and 14 magnesium here, so there's definitely more to be found. You know, it's possible in this cluster up in this top section we'll find some more. And it doesn't hurt to get one auto miner on some of the basic resources if it's convenient in your path. So, you know, right now I only have 10, so I'm not sure how many exactly I'll do, but if I'm going to come down here and hit these two restrooms, I'm probably going to throw in on this iron deposit as well. Same as right here, I got a magnesium and a restroom side by side. I'm probably going to take those. I got a cobalt next to a promethium, next to a copper. Actually, this copper's got more on it, so probably hit that one as well. A restroom. Oh, there's a medium magnesium. For sure I'm taking that one. For sure I'm to hit that one up. So we got two magnesiums over here. It's okay. I'm just going to hit the one. Turn the lights off. Sometimes lights are a detriment. Alright, so kind of what I do with this ship. I'm not really too worried about all the guys out here. Where is the deposit? I hope the deposit can be accessed here. Okay, so what I do in this pack mule, when it was originally made, this is exactly what I made it for, is, let's get back to my connected, fill this, is auto miner servicing. So you can see I can place this directly from the cockpit, I can access it, and I can fill it. This one's getting 68%, 277 magnesium per hour. And I'm done. That one's set. Never had to leave the cockpit. I need to go just south. Right here. And one thing I'll show you that's really interesting, sometimes these rocks can get in the way, like you got this one right here that I'm looking at. Way to get rid of them is you actually run into them with your ship. So you had to smash it and now it's gone. So you can do that with any of these rocks. The bigger ones obviously might take a little bit more time, but okay. So not on the auto miner. I was like, why can't I see it? I'm going to set that on the deposit, throw some fuel in there. This one's getting 68%, so those are two pretty good ones. Convenience and side by side. The other thing I like to do, oh, that's in Polaris territory. The other thing I like to do is I like to flag the start of my route with a waypoint. So I'm going to put it as a resource, I'm going to waypoint it, I'm going to say AM start. That way when I'm entering the planet or approaching the planet, I know exactly where I'm headed. Okay. Let's head east. So that was 2. Actually, no, I want to head west. Get my directions backwards here. Ignore that small iron. Erestrum is one that you do need a decent amount of with all the ammo that you need for the CV. I'm trying to survey out which ones I want to take up here. I think I might hit this Erestrum and Copper side by side. I think I'm going to definitely hit this Promethium. I wouldn't mind finding another Pentaxid. I wonder what this is. It's a medium magnesium. Gosh, that'd be better than the small. A little out of the way, but it's pretty close up here. Especially if I start here, I can just hit those two, get this one, come across here, get, you know, the Erestrum Copper, Promethium Cobalt. That'd be a good little path. Oh, did I just overshoot it? Nope, it's right here. And I'm really not worried about ground enemies in this ship unless you got tons of Xerax around. They're the only ones that can really take your shields down. Oh, looks like I'm not. Where am I? Okay, looks like I'm not on top of the... Or I'm on top of the... Maybe I'm on top of the deposit. I can't place it. It must not be, Alright, let me do this. Get rid of this rock. Looks like right about there should do it. There we go. Alright, let's take a look at my sentries. Apparently they're shooting prey. That works. Okay. Okay. That one's set. And you'll notice there's an icon that automatically appears for each auto miner, so when you come back in this system, it's still going to be there. Alright, I'm going to go over here and set them on the Copper, Erestrum, Promethium, Cobalt. I think I want to get that Pentaxid. Since I discovered a second one, I wonder if that was over here. Oh, that was over here. And then I'll have to go look for aluminium. You know, for the longest time I thought it was aluminum. Apparently it's aluminium. It goes into the ammo. Which ones use it? Aluminium. I thought it was a spelling error at first. But it's not. Okay. Copper and Erestrum, these two. And then I did bring my wood shaver in case I want to get some trees while I'm here. I knew I was coming to an alien planet, so I kind of thought I might do some tree harvesting, but we'll see. I still got a decent amount of wood left, but I did use a bunch of it, so not quite as healthy as I once was. Copper. And then, of course, if I need to, I can always chop these trees down easily. Alright, how many do I have left here? I got 5 left. Alright. Get my directions correct and go west. Turned a little further than I thought. Okay. Cobalt Promethium. I'm going to get some energy, some fuel. Promethium is always a good one to tag with an auto miner. Obviously, if you can get a large, hit it, but, I mean, I'll take smalls all day in Promethium because you still profit with all the Promethium you get from them. And you profit quickly with them. Let's check to see. Alright, we're going to come over to this side. I think right about here's a good spot. I was wrong. Alright, let's look. What am I doing wrong here? Let's try this spot. Alright. And if you do need to get out, I do have this access ramp right here. You can easily get out with. But nothing, no need to right now. Promethium. This one looks like it's kind of in the middle. This tree might be in the way. Definitely gonna smash this rock. Oh. Must have been hitting the tree there. And you probably can't tell this, but I am using the O key quite a bit to level my ship. It tends to be the best way I've found to balance it. I'm going to chop this tree down really quick since it's right there and it's going to cause problems. Disconnect from the toolbar. Okay. Oh, I should have probably looked to make sure the back of my ship was on the ground. Oh, that gave me 10 wood logs. That's funny. Okay. There we go. Up we go. Set this back down and dock it. And I get up. And up I go. Okay. Off to the pentaxid. And this is one that I may consider picking up at some point. Just because it's kind of an outlier right now with my path. Because if you look at it, I can come in right here, get those two, get that one, get these two, get these two. You got this little arc. I run right here and I can hop back out of the system. This one is out a little bit, but I'm going to put a miner on it because pentaxid is so critical in this game. Obviously both for warping, for shielding, and then for ammo itself. And then I am not going to put anything on these Arrestrum deposits down here. What I think I'm going to do is... That's the large... This is the medium. There's no sadium on that one though. Alright, sorry about that, I had to sneeze there. Alright, I overflew the thing by a little bit. Where's the pentaxid? Right here, it's underneath me almost. Get rid of this rock. Get rid of those rocks. Land the ship. Reconnect. Pull my miners down. This is one that's a little bit maybe too low for me to reach up here. Alright, what's there we go. Maybe that'll do it. Or maybe this is what I'm gonna have to get out for. Let me check this side. Nope, it's not there. Okay. Now I can get it. See, 44%, 180 per hour. That's not bad, all things considered. And this is going to run for 14 hours. Just pulling out my calculator. 180 times 14 hours is 2,500 pentaxid in 14 hours. So, you know, less than one real-life day if you're on a multiplayer server. You can basically empty them twice a day, every 14 hours if you want to be exact, or about, you know, roughly every 12 hours. Alright, I'm going to head off this planet now. That's going to do it for this one. But gosh, yeah, if you can get 2,500 raw pentaxid out of that one miner each trip, that's a pretty good haul. That's a lot of ammo, a lot of resources. You get a couple of those down, and you'd be stacked up on resources really quick. Okay, out here in outer space. So the ones I didn't get are Promethium, which is on this planet, Aluminium, which I didn't get, Sathium, Titanium. Just trying to look around. I don't think there's any aluminium in any of these systems here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump to another system. I'm going to check out this M system. I've been there before. But I'm going to head over there and take a look. And one thing I just passed is you can see my AM start is right there. So whenever I come into the planet, I'll just target that. I'll enter in right there. Make my quick little loop, pick up the auto miner resources, refill them, and take off. That'll be like a 15-minute auto miner loop. Oh, this is where I have the abandoned POIs. Sometimes you find them on moons. But I'm not seeing anything here, so let's keep moving. Let's go somewhere we haven't been before. I'm going to turn on the territory map. Okay, let's go down to... There's a lot of M-type systems down here. And I think I have... Oh, I only got 2 miners left. Here's another alien planet. What's this one? A barren metal. Nothing. Nothing worth sticking around for. Okay, we'll go to this one. I like to just look at the different system types, letters. They all do have... All the different letters actually mean something in terms of what planet types are more common in them than others. This looks like an interesting one. Ooh. A large temperate with aluminium and titanium and promethium. Wow, that actually looks like a nice planet. What's this? A barren. Barrens are really nice planets for resources. Let me take... I'm going to go to this barren. Number 1, it's medium. But number 2, the thing that's nice about barren is it's got Sathium, Pentaxid, Promethium, Neo, silicone, iron, I think those are all pretty common on the barren planets. The Neo may be a little bit more rare than the others, but they're always pretty good sized deposits. It's the only planet that I've consistently found large or very large sadium. But that aside, it's these some red ships out here. But that aside, it's got some really good resource deposits for the other ones as well. So this is always one of my favorite planets to go to, but this one's interesting for the aluminium because I know I need some of that. And what I will probably do as well, I've got almost 400,000 credits. I'll probably go buy more auto miner cores. I thought about doing that before this stream, before this video, and getting more, but 10 was a good start. Oops, I'm going 64%. There we go. And then you'll probably, on these barren planets, you're probably going to find some large promethium, at least medium promethium deposits. Just checking out what else is here. But this temperate planet's worth visiting. This one's got some gold on it, temperate swamp. It's 0.9 G, which is good. I always like the lower G planets. Sometimes you can find some temperate planets with like a 0.6 G, right around there. Those are fun to live on because you can get some good jumps and easy to move around on them. Okay, one thing with barren planets. Oh, the junk keeps sawing me. He's coming through the planet. Literally coming through the planet. I think. I've seen this before, which I don't care about. It's a glitch. I think they know about it. I've reported it. Alright, well I'm just gonna just get out of here before I get snuck up on. Okay. Where are we at? Medium Neo. Medium Neo. Got some resources up there. So you'll see these red pools. That's where you find the good stuff. Those are actually lakes of radiation. That's what that is. It's a radiation lake. So you got to see very large sadium and a medium sadium right off the bat. It's not uncommon to find very large sadiums here. Current radiation outside is 15. What can I handle? I can handle up to 32 actually. Well, that's actually really good. It's got that advanced medium armor. Once you get inside these lakes, I think it gets over 30. What are those? Promethium small, silicone large. So I'm just going to land in here really quick. Only 15.3, 16. Desert gigas. You'll find them wandering in here. Lots of creepy crawlies. Actually, yeah, see now the radiation is peaking at 30. So pretty heavy radiation in this zone. I am going to leave this one alone. I'm going to check out this area down here. I don't like the small promethium. I think we can do better on this planet. But I'll take a small promethium if I got it. In some playthroughs, you know, I've had 80 to 100 auto miners going. In that case, I'm going to be a little bit less picky. See, this is what I wanted. I wanted pentaxid mixed in there. That'd be perfect if you had a pentaxid, a sadium, promethium. I see some neodymium, which isn't a bad one to have either. Maybe what I'll do is, I only have 2 left. I am going to put them on the pentaxid and the neodymium right here. What? Weird. gosh, what's this thing? Ignidon. Oh. Alright. Now it's shooting. I was wondering why it wasn't shooting. .35 radiation in here. And again, you can just sit here, set the auto miner, and fill it. No environmental effects. Sometimes when you set it, you can't quite set it close enough because this bar is here, the railing. I put that railing there so you don't fall out. And then you can just get in the cockpit and you can slide over a little bit, and then you can reach them. So, all right, now on to the neodymium. There's a large iron. See, that's where it's nice getting these clusters of resources. Oh, up here would be another good spot. I want to do some more exploring on this planet. I still need titanium, more promethium. But for now, I got my 10 auto miners placed, and I'm good. Okay, let's check out some more of this unknown stuff. Oh, one thing I gotta do is I'm gonna put, and this is gonna be AM start. I probably shouldn't name them all the same, but it's fine. Sathium, silicone, neodymium, unknown helix. I think the unknown helixes have... Oh, there's an abandoned bunker. I brought my SV with. I could core it. But gosh knows I don't need more resources out of it. Alright, I'm going to head up to the north a little bit. Oh, there is a small promethium. I didn't see that one come up. Might be good to discover some of these too. This is the advantage of being on a medium planet. I can go around darn near half the planet in just a couple minutes. Okay, what did I get here? Another pentaxid, very large sathium, and a small sathium. And I'm going to check out those unknown signals up here. Sathium and iron, both large. Those are good deposits, though. Yeah, sathiums are almost always in those radiation lakes. Another pentaxid, another iron. So this is looking to be like a good spot to get some energy, i.e. promethium, pentaxid. I got another pentaxid over here. There's only 5 promethium. Here's a promethium. So then it's just a question of what do I actually want to get here? And I found another promethium. Yeah, I'm really liking this section. Promethium, pentaxid, promethium, pentaxid, neodymium, some sathium, get an iron in here, a silicon. It'd be a nice variety of abandoned reactors here. It'd be a nice variety of resources. Yeah, and I've almost circled the planet already. And that's why I don't target the basic resources. Iron, copper, silicon. Even neodymium I typically don't go after, but usually I can find it on a different path. Yeah, and really the only thing that's left is kind of this bottom corner down here that I haven't discovered. So not all that much. Another iron and promethium. Looks like all the promethiums here are small, and I found 4 out of 5, so I'm just going to head out of here. That's good enough for now. Was there a trader station here? No. I am going to head to this planet, though. Oh, looks like I discovered that one. There's a way station here. It's funny, all these new ships that you're seeing everywhere. You know, the challenge with way stations out here, an arc splinter. This is where it'd be nice to have my warship, my Soul Crusher. And just fly through and wipe them out in seconds. Speaking of, I did do upgrades on the Soul Crusher. Added the generator and a bunch of turrets. 2 laser turrets and 7 rocket turrets. So I'm up to, I went from 3 rockets to 10. And I now have 2 lasers as well. I'm going to take a look at the splinters. Sometimes these guys are pretty weak. I don't know what... It doesn't have a shield. Granted, I have no plasma or rockets on this ship. Yeah, and see the way station's here. He's right there. I can't really get out of this ship or he's going to attack me. I'm just going to see what he does. I know he's going to get mad at me. I know he's going to turn red. Or see me with the eyes. Oh, yeah, okay. Those are lasers? Not really sure. Okay, let's go over to this planet over here. Five seconds. There we go. You can fly in any direction to warp. I was flying backwards there. Although I do want to come back and kill that guy now. Pirate asteroid station. Where was that? He was really close. Right there. Okay. Aluminium is what we're after on this wonderful temperate planet. Gosh, that's pretty rare. There's a way station. So you got more of these red ships. Lots of pirate vessels here. Alright. That's okay. Yeah, lots of pirate ships. Wow. Oh, an abandoned... Oh, wow. Oh, my. 10 aluminium. Oh, geez. This is an interesting planet. This is a real interesting planet. You know, I'm finding a lot of these drone-based, abandoned POIs, I should say, now that I'm not in faction space. Wow, there's a lot of resources here. You know, if you needed a base somewhere, this would be a really good planet. I mean, you could easily base anywhere. Silicone, that's a medium. That's titanium. Cobalt, I mean, it's all... There's a lot of resources here. Now I just need to find the aluminium, not the aluminum. More titanium, which I know I need. So it's good to know, though, that I have a planet here and a planet here next to it that I can get resources from. Meteorites, the depletion. So if I were to go through and mine out all the resources of any one of these, I'll get meteorites for it. Promethium you can do that with, although I never really like doing that, to be honest. I always find auto miners trump manual resourcing. Alright, I'm going to check out some of these, and then I'm going to head over to this patch over here, I think. What is my faction rep with free? 12,041. You know, it's funny. When I cored that one POI of the colonists, it only said Ooh, there's aluminium. A small, but that's fine. It only said I lost 30 rep, but I think I actually lost like 3,000 rep. And I went from 15,000 down to about 12,000. But I'm still friendly with them. Or neutral. Whatever. Alright. Aluminium. I'm going to leave that one alone. And this one. And get away from the ground so I don't waste ammo on random troops. Oh, here's your little divider line, the center line. If you ever find a resource there, don't put an auto miner on it. Learned my lesson. I'm never putting anything on a divider again. This little strip of resources would be nice to find out what it is. But either way, this aluminium would be a good one for... And this promethium would be great candidates for auto miners. You come in here, hit this medium titanium. Hit this iron if you wanted it, which I don't have one yet on iron, so that would be good just to put one on iron. And I get this little cluster right up here. Let me see what else is out here. Promethium, magnesium, silicon. Iron. Kind of have a feeling the aluminium might be near the poles, the north or south edges. Oh, what's this? That's probably a colonist POI, I would guess. It's always interesting seeing the admin icon, though, the chevron. And it's such a big planet. I mean, you can see how much is undiscovered. This is where I came in, and this is where I am. There's a lot of space here that's yet to be discovered, and this is a large planet. That's why I tend to prefer medium planets. there's a good cluster down there. It's worth checking out. Might as well check it all out as long as I'm going to go down there. A civilian hospital. I don't think I've ever been in a hospital before. I've seen this POI flying by. Well, I guess it's admin core, so you cannot take over the hospital unless you can find the core and destroy it. Let me make sure this is my home spawn. And it's right here. Okay. Get out my energy pulse rifle. My favorite gun in the game, one of them. Operating theater entry forbidden. So that's like where I should go then. What do you got? You're the... Oh wow, those are expensive crew. Yeah, I don't know. There's probably some deals in there. F. Yes, I will take that. And that. Huh. Security robot, a coordinator. Hey, more closets. Yep, let's raid it all. Recovery ward? No, don't touch that. Oh, I can take this one. I'm gonna raid all the closets if I can. Oh, no, don't touch the repository. Or the medical cabinets. They'll shoot you. What's up here? You know, one of the things I always worry about coming in here, into places like this, they all look like Creel or Xerax or whatever. And I always worry that something's going to be factioned incorrectly and all of a sudden start shooting me if I'm not paying attention. Okay. Lots of spawners in this hospital. Oh wow. How many security robots is there? 5. Cannot touch any of this stuff. It all says they'll make me unfriendly. Yeah, otherwise I'm not seeing a whole lot in here. Well, here's another closet I can access, actually. What's in here? Maybe another closet? We got some good medical supplies out of these closets. Not super important, to be honest, but hey, it's all helpful. Alright, time to head back out to the ship. Looks like I must have landed on that tree over there. The problem with the pack mule is it is a fairly large footprint. It's a big ship. One way I've tried to counter that was by lifting up the bottom of the ship. But when I added that tank bay and this little back stuff in here, that added a whole lot more surface area that I now have to land. So otherwise those black standoff legs that you can kind of see, those would keep it off the ground and make it really easy to land in tight areas. More aluminum. Copper. These are probably some crashed capital vessels. Ooh, multiple aluminiums. So this is where I want to come for aluminium for sure. You can get multiple next to each other like this. Abandoned factory. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to check out what some of these resources are, and I'm just going to land on one and mine one really quick with the miner that I have built into the pack mule. That's one thing I haven't done yet. Kind of show you how that works first person. One thing I did not do that I probably should is I do need to mark on my ship silicone, titanium. Alright, I'm just going to grab some silicone here if I can get in there. Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of a clearing here. Yeah. So the one thing you got to kind of do is you do have to align your hatch on the ground. That's where the deposit's going to be. And I think my hatch is going to be right about there. Okay. Actually, I don't even need to go that way. I can just go this way. I did put a door in here just for this purpose. Open up the mining hatch. And, yeah. This is it. Getting some stone. Should be hitting some silicon pretty quick. This is a pretty deep deposit, actually. I haven't had one that I couldn't reach the bottom of yet, a deposit. There's silicon. Now you can start to see it coming through. If I zoom in, you can see it a little bit better. Now I'm getting silicon ore. So this is how it works inside the CV. This works really well for hostile high G planets because you don't actually have to rely on the HV's thrust capabilities or anything to get the ore. The other thing to watch is the crosshair. It's currently red, meaning everything that you're targeting is in range. If that crosshair turns white, that means your target is no longer in range. See, now I must have busted through the bottom because I was returning stone. And then I'll keep getting some of this silicon here. Let me see if there's any more this way. Yeah, there's definitely some more silicon over there. I'm gonna get the opposite one, the one that kind of faces back towards the ship. Probably need to do some work just to clear out a lot of this, but I think I parked just a little bit too far over the top of it, so I need to come back at it a little bit. And that's why I have these drills set up to hit opposite directions, just for this reason. Especially with some of the really large deposits, you can they can sometimes be too big to have underneath this hole, and you kind of need the different angles to get it all. Oh, and here's a spot where you can see that my crosshair went white. It was just white a second ago. Well, now it's all in range, so it's kind of weird. Maybe it was glitched out. Seems to be reaching everything now. But if you play things like, if you play Reforged Eden, where you get resources like magmasite and voidium, if you go to the midnight planets, this works super well on those planets to mine up those resources. Actually, that reminds me, the one thing I did not put in here is a spotlight. I need to get that implemented in here. Downward spotlights. On midnight planets, you're not going to be able to see anything. It'll be pitch black. And if you put some spotlights in here, it'll illuminate everything. I will have to figure out where to put those. You can see my cursor's going white. Now it's red. It means I'm outranging. That's what happens when you get a really deep deposit, though. If I move my ship, I'd probably be able to get to... Oh, I'm all crushed stone anyway. Oh no, that's silicon. That's definitely silicon. Alright, well, I don't think I'm going to get it all. I mean, I don't think I need the silicone, although silicone's always helpful. More or less did it for demonstration purposes or whatnot, but yeah, that's how I do this. I do have a vulture, by Spange that's on the workshop that has a mining hatch built into it, as well as an HV that's made for it to kind of do this purpose. Not this mining cube that I have here, a different one. I actually used the Junker from the Wasteland series by Script HD. I used that version, did some modifications to it, and I have that one as a downward miner from within a CV as well. Okay, so I shut those. It's weird that the HV actually lifted up in the air. I'm going to drop it down, and we're locked. Now, if you needed a quick exit, I put the cockpit here. You can always use that. But I don't need a quick exit. I'm just going to get out of here. Go back to my main cockpit. Okay. So that's that. I do want to head down here, though. This is a good spot for aluminium. And as expected, it's by the poles. Had it up here by the North Pole and then the South Pole. Moons can also be a good spot for aluminium. Sometimes you find it in asteroids, and honestly the best spot that you're gonna find for aluminium, it's a little secret here, a little bit of a secret. Let me just get up, hold on, is in the galaxy itself. turn off territories. And you can see this is the center of the galaxy. It's really bright. I'm just going to spin around, and you can see this huge bright patch over here. Out here in the middle of the galaxy, somewhere, you're going to find an SMBH sector, supermassive black hole. Let's see if I can find it quick. But wherever that SMBH sector is, the supermassive black hole, that's the center of the universe. And that system has a temperate planet on it. That temperate planet in the supermassive black hole is loaded with aluminium and platinum. Here it is, Banshee. Let me go to the info panel. Supermassive black hole at the center of the Andromeda galaxy. I am going to Banshee SMBH. Okay. I wonder how many light years that is. If I just look at my thing and I float around, I'll be able to see Banshee eventually. 170 light years, so that's about 3 jumps. Because I can do 60 light years per hop with this warp drive. In Reforged Eden, you can do warp drive upgrades, which can get it up to 160 light years, I believe. Yeah, lots of resources. There's a lot of resources on this planet, though. Gosh, this is probably one of the most stocked temperate planets I've ever seen. I mean, just between all the resources, the rare resources at that, the abandoned POIs, that's a good one. This is a good one. Sometimes you can find temperate planets with gold on them, but to find one with 10 aluminium deposits and some promethium and some magnesium, like those 3 are pretty rare to find here, I think. Actually, promethium probably not so much. Oh, that one's right, like at the equator. But then you get all the abandoned POIs. You could spend a lot of time on this one planet alone. And this is in, what is it? Oh, this is in a... I'm in a K system. Interesting. Not that that's not common, but I thought F and G were the ones that were... I don't know. There's certain systems that are good for habitable. They're really good for habitable systems. Maybe this is one of them. I can never remember. And I'm sure it's in, if you go into the PDA, there's information in here. This is what you found. Definitely take a look at some. The secondary firing modes is really interesting. Heavy weapons can be interesting. CPU management, if you don't know. Kind of tell you how based attacks work. We don't know solo. We don't need solo missions. I think Reforged Eden has some information in this area on what all the planets have and where you're going to find certain things. All right. Let me keep poking around this planet for a little bit longer, but that kind of summarizes some of the auto mining resources, exploration side, things I look for, things that are helpful to find. I think I'm going to wrap this one up here. If you do have any questions, obviously let me know, and of course if you're liking what you're seeing, please do like and subscribe, and thanks again for joining in.